you know, food. They say that you should wait about 2 hours to swim after eating, but we're gonna just dive right in. Now, Justin, can you swim?
I can.
Okay.
I won't claim to be Michael Phelps or anything, but I'm a pretty good swimmer, pretty formidable, I'd say.
Okay, me too. I actually won a treading competition in middle school, so yeah, it was pretty cool. But
Sweet.
for the past 4 years, community members have been working tirelessly to save the iconic Morris Park pool in Lansing. And for a while there was fear that the pool would be demolished altogether after closing in 2019. Yeah. But recently, that fear turned into hope for preservationists. And I met with one of the women behind those efforts to save it. To find out why, take a look.
I did not grow up here. I did not swim in this pool, but I still do, even though I don't get to do it much. I think we owe it to the community, to the memories, but also it is a cultural icon, not just to the city of Lansing or the state of Michigan, but to the nation.
It's been 4 years since the Morris Park pool was drained. Dead leaves and rainwater are the only things filling what was once filled with happy kids swimming on hot summer days. But those days are long gone. It used to be lively here, with laughter and splashing. Now, all you can hear is the leaves rolling around in the bottom of the pool when a breeze comes in. Mary Tasha didn't grow up swimming in this pool, but she imagines what it must have been like.
It came into my radar because I used to live on Barnes Avenue, and I would walk by it, and I was familiar with Bint's pools due to my degree in preservation, but had not really become involved. And then as it became clear that there was a concern about it being demolished or never opening again, that's when I got involved.
Mary is a preservationist. She works to preserve structures and places of cultural significance. As president of Preservation Lansing, a local nonprofit dedicated to preserving Lansing's heritage, saving Morris Park Pool has been a major focus the past few years. When the pool had a water leak in 2019, the city was forced to close the pool. Lack of resources and the pandemic gave city officials no other option at the time. But the push to fix the pool has been growing, and Mary has been working hard to keep it that way. She says the pool's history alone is worth fighting for.
It has been put on the National Register of Historic Places, and it has been recognized as nationally significant. The pool was designed, it was not the first pool Wesley Bintz designed, who was a city engineer from about 1921 to 23. For about a year and a few months, he came to the city from Flint, where he had built a couple pools. He had also designed and built pools in other cities. And when he came to Lansing, he proposed a pool here. There were funds from the estate of J.H. Moores that were used to build this pool, and construction started in 22, and it was dedicated in 23.
The Morris Park Pool was the prototype for what would later be known as the Bintz Pool, famous for its oval shape and for the fact that the rubble stone structure is built entirely above ground. The pool was a community success for generations, and Bintz would design hundreds of iconic pools modeled after Morris Park Pool all over the country. Today, there are only 17 of them left.
And we just lost 2 more this spring. We're losing it because they've been closed for so long. They needed to be fixed. They closed them down. They've been closed longer than this. The one in Elmira, New York, I believe was closed in 2015.
Okay.
But it had trees growing out of the bottom of it.
Mary doesn't want Moore's Pool to get to that point, but neither do community members, which is good, because Mary can't care for the pool alone, and neither can the city.
It's just a matter of the community pulling together, which it looks like we're pulling together, and to restore it and to program it and to get it revitalized.
Mary is growing more hopeful. The city has set aside $6.2 million to fix it, and more people have been getting involved in the preservation efforts. Mary's hopeful that the community will come together to save a pool that's made people so happy for so many years, and hopefully years to come.
I always loved swimming. I think it's an equalizer. People of all ages and all ethnicities and abilities come to a pool, and you are basically stripped of your essence to a certain extent, because you don't have all the entrapments of society on you, and you can just go swim.
Such a hopeful story, and I tell you what, when it opens, I'll be doing cannonballs for sure. And you have a chance to get involved in the preservation efforts tomorrow, actually starting Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Preservation Lansing and Moores Park Pool Group will be meeting to give the pool a little TLC, and help is welcome and more the merrier. So if you want to help, you can find all that information at WILX.com or on Facebook.